So this story happened today, but not today, since by the time I upload this thing, it's probably going to be like, I'm going to say a month later. So, story happens, blah blah blah. I'm sitting in class, the expertly drawn seat with expertly drawn table. I'm in class, and so I'm like, doing my business, doing some work, trying to make A's even though I'm failing. This is, missing the other great things. So, doing my business, working, work. Okay, so anyways, continuing on, I see this little bottle on the teacher's desk. He has some things right there, saying other things. So, see a little bitty bottle. You know what that bottle is? Disappearing. So that's why I call it the disappearing story. Yeah. So anyways, Mr. Mechanic, Mr. Sergeant, I'm sorry. We're going to call him Mr. Sergeant. He was like, I was like, Mr. Sergeant, can I have that bottle disappearing? He's like, well, some kid left it here, so, if you, he doesn't claim it, but if he or she does not claim it by tomorrow, you can have it. It's like, yes. So, next day rolls around, 24 hours, goes by. Yeah. So then, rolls by, next day in class, I almost forgot about the bottle. I'm chilling, doing work, like I'm supposed to do. And so, doing my business again. We weren't really doing anything. He was saying something. We were about to do something. So then, see the bottle. And I was like, yes. I'm not going to draw everything else because that's going to take too long. So I was like, Mr. Sergeant, can I have the bottle now since, the person didn't claim it? He's like, yes, here. Here's the bottle. Keep it hidden. That's what he said. He said, keep it hidden like if it was like some kind of secret spy thing, I guess. So keep it hidden. And so, I put it in my backpack, about an hour, goes by, because that's how long each period is. So about an hour goes by, I go into my next class, and I see my homie Nick. And so, we're walking the next class. I was like, dude, I got this bottle. I told him like to stairs. I was like, dude, I just got this bottle from Mr. McCann of disappearing ink. And so he's like, what, dude? That's awesome. And I was like, yeah, man. And so, we're in the main hallway. Not main hallway, main floor, I'm going to say. So main floor, he's like, dude, spray some of that stuff on me. I don't care. I was like, oh, okay. So, I didn't know. What I didn't know was that the top of the nozzle was full open. This is the nozzle here. And so I thought the nozzle of it was going to sort of be, not narrow, but like that, and then have like a hole in the middle to where you'd squeeze it out, then it'd spray, but no, it's fully laid out open. And so I didn't notice. And so, you can kind of tell what happens. He's like, dude, spray some of that on me. I was like, okay. I sprayed the bottle on him. And since I didn't know the nozzle was open, whole bunch gets on his shirt. And since we have like a whole bunch of different floors, I dart for the stairs, man. Like, I was like, not Bruce Lee, like some kind of famous athletic runner. And so, as I'm looking back, I look back, I see a huge puddle right by where Nick is standing. And so, do that, and so I rush up. So, next class happens, and I show some of the kids at my table. And so, they're like, what? Does it really work? I was like, yeah. And so I was like, hey, did you guys see that big puddle? And they're like, yeah. And so the puddle, that happened. And then in his class, he's saying that one of the teachers the teacher, since he's in band, let's just call him Mr. Juan. So Mr. Juan thought he tried to do a gang symbol, even though it was just like a big blob of thing or something. It's a big blob. He's like, "Did you draw a gang symbol?" He's like, "No." So next class comes in. I had to help someone crippled. So I helped the crippled person. Since he saw me, everyone saw me. So since walks into class, he's not mad at me or anything because it disappears. And so I was like, "Dude, did the ink come off?" And I clearly saw him just saying that just to make fun. He was like, "Yeah, ink came off." No, yeah, this perfect yellow shirt back, but I don't have a yellow marker, so I'm not going to color it. So, his shirt was perfect. And I was like, "Dude, did you try to lick it, man? Did you try to lick it off or something?" And so he was like, "I thought about it. I thought about licking it." And so I was like, "Dude, it reads on there, do not ingest." And it wasn't in red or anything. It's just like a regular label. It's just like that. And then, it was white since the entire bottle was like colored. So it was like, "Do not ingest." And he was like, I was thinking about licking it, but I was like, no. I was like, okay, good. And so, rest of the day goes, it's all good. And so, yeah. And so let's just say, this is a cutoff and all that. A cutoff. So, probably heard about a video. You might have not. So, I'm uploading a video soon. This is probably going to be video uploaded soon. But, you want to follow me on Instagram, see whenever the next video is going to be coming up. Follow me right there, Derpy Official. Derpy_.